Okay, shalom. I'm Angel from Healthy Hearts. So I was just giving a review of the Samsung dehydrator versus the Excalibur, and I wanted to do a separate video to give a few tips on if you're thinking about purchasing a new item, whether it's for your kitchen, for your garden, whatever. You want to watch reviews. Look it up on YouTube. People have reviews of everything. I don't think there's anything you can find that is for sale that there's not a review on. And I will compare. The first thing I'll do is I'll pull up the comparable items that I'm debating on, and I'll weed out because there's usually like 5 or 6, and I'm like, okay, well, I like this and this and this feature, and then I'll weed out a couple that don't have that, and then I have say from 6 to 4, and then I have okay, well, I don't like this, or I really like this feature, and I'll weed out a couple more, and then I have 2 to 3 models that I'm still looking at to compare. I will look at the things that are comparable, and I will compare the two, and then I'm going to go down to the places that sell them and read the reviews of the people who have bought the item and what they have to say about it. Now you're going to have, don't take it 100% for fact, because there are some people who leave negative reviews just because they don't like the seller of an item. So weed those reviews out. Look at the ones who've actually purchased the product and are writing a review about the product, not the seller. That's a huge problem on eBay. And on I've also noticed that on Amazon a lot. They review the reviews, but no, they don't do a great job of it. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I did that with the dehydrators. I compared the Samsung and I compared the Excalibur. And I really, really loved the features of the Samsung a lot better than the Excalibur. So what I did next was I looked at YouTube. There are side-by-side comparison videos about them. One of them was let me see if I can find the channel. I'm more used to looking at YouTube on the TV or on my phone versus searching for something on the computer, so it's taken me a few seconds longer. Okay. Apparently, I follow 606 channels. So, The Healthy Life is the name of the channel, and Marcus actually did a comparison of, it was very brief, it wasn't even a review, but he did a comparison of the Samsung and the Excalibur, because I was like this close to getting the Excalibur, and then I saw that and I heard the difference between the Samsung and the Excalibur in the sound of how loud they were. And my daughter can't hear, but my husband has very sensitive hearing. So that actually was one of the selling points. And when he showed me the difference between the two as the trays and whatnot, that really sold me, and that quenched that I was going to purchase that one. So watch reviews, read the reviews on the products, and watch reviews on YouTube, because people will give you their opinion of a product. Some of them, if they're getting reimbursed, they're going to be more favorable to a product. Some of them, not all. Some people are completely honest, but some people are going to give it a spin because they're getting reimbursed. So if I give you a review, it's 100% my opinion, and it's not influenced by anything. So I do that for kitchen items and I learned the hard way to do this. I was looking to purchase a high-speed blender to make smoothies and things like that. And I compared the Ninja and the Vitamix, and the Ninja actually won out in that one because of the price. I wanted the Vitamix, but the Ninja won out because of the price, and because some of the reviews were like, oh, it's just as comparable. And this was people on Facebook, and I'm thinking they possibly never had a Vitamix because they're not comparable. The Ninja's great for chopping up things and being a high-end food processor, but it is not a Vitamix. A Vitamix will obliterate it. It will, you'll get the smoothest smoothies in there. And I think there's only one other one that I would possibly replace the Vitamix with. And that's the one that uses the vacuum to keep it from getting oxidized as much. But I'm very happy with my Vitamix. So I learned the hard way to research what you're going to purchase and read the reviews, watch the reviews, look at the comparisons. Don't just do that for kitchen items. I did that for the first thing I did was a wood chipper. So we wanted a small wood chipper so we can chip some of the limbs that I was cutting off the back trees, because they'll grow out and then they smack me in the face when I'm mowing the grass along the fence line. So we were looking for a small chipper that we could take care of some of that and make our own wood chips. I would much prefer have a larger chipper, but Todd doesn't want one that is not electric. He doesn't want a gas powered. So of the smaller chippers that we were looking at, because that was in my price range at the time, I got the Sunjoe, and I watched the reviews on it. And I watched comparisons, and it had really good reviews. Actually, all the Sunjoe products do, or Snowjoe, whichever. They do have really good reviews. And I actually have several other items. I have the tiller, and I have the wood chipper, and I have the weed eater, and I have the what's it called? The edger. So I do have those products, and I absolutely love them. If I had a drive in which I would need a snowblower, I would probably go with Snowjoe also, just because I'm impressed with their products and the quality of their products, and that they stand behind their warranties. So back to the point at hand. Make sure you watch reviews, look at the comparisons, and do really close, because you don't want to do like I did with the blenders and realize that, crap, I just spent all this money on something that isn't meeting my needs. And that's what was happening. It wasn't meeting my needs. And then my husband killed it by trying to wash the machine. It got water in it. So yeah, it died. So that, when I took advantage of that situation, when it died, sorry, honey, I did. When it died, I went ahead and got the Excalibur, not the Excalibur. I went ahead and got the Vitamix blender, because that's the one I wanted to begin with. And it does a much better job to meet my needs, and the needs of my family. So that's the thing. I'm frugal, and I like to save money, and I like to not spend as much money if I don't need to. So I used to get in I used to get caught. I would catch myself in a trap, because in being frugal, I would buy something that was lower end, and it would not meet my needs. It would not be as good as the better end. And then I'd end up having to buy the higher priced item to begin in the end anyway. So I lost out on the money that I should have just spent on the product to begin with. So anyway, my advice is research the products. Seriously, do an in-depth. There's nothing that you need today that you can't take a few days to compare the products. Look at the reviews. Look at the honest reviews, particularly the ones who are not getting a kickback, who are not sponsored or promoted by a product to give you their advice, because they're trying to sell the product because they get a kickback, right? So you may not get 100% honest response. Just keep that in mind. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying, sometimes people are not 100% honest when they're getting reimbursed for something. So if you see a review on my channel, it will be an honest review, whether I get the product free or not. my opinion is my opinion, and I'm not going to give an opinion until I have actually used the product for a length of time to see how it holds up and to put it through its test to see if it's going to do what it says, what it advertises to do, and whether it's the best in the market. To me, right now, the Samson is the best in the market for the dehydrators. It really is. And it's not as expensive as the Excalibur. And that actually was a bonus. That's just my advice. Just compare the products and look and make sure that you're getting what you need, that it's going to meet your needs and it's going to provide, and look at the warranty that's offered on it, because they're not going to offer a long warranty if they have issues with it. That just is because they're wanting to sell. I mean, that's why you don't have a long warranty with the things you buy in Walmart, because it's expendable. You can take it and throw it away and go buy another one, $30. Like, the cheap blenders, you can go buy another one, $30, and boom, there it is. Same with the food processors. I have a Hamilton Beach food processor. I have I believe it's a Hamilton Beach toaster oven. It's not the best, but it works. You really do want to know what you're buying, know what your money is, the value. The value of your money. You know how hard you work to make it. So know the value of the item that you're buying. Know the value of what it's going to contribute to your life. How is it going to make your life better or easier? And how is it going to cut down on your job, your labor expenditure? Because there are some that are going to some things that are going to cut down on your labor, and some that will add to your labor. So just do your research. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you when you're looking to buy a new item, whether it's a lawnmower or a blender or a commode. We have to replace 2 of our commodes because for some reason during the winter they develop cracks in them. So no, do your research, do your homework. When somebody goes to hire you, they do their homework. They look at your references. They talk to people who you've worked for. They talk to people who know you. They want references because they want to know if you are worth the investment, right? So when you go to purchase an item that is going to go into your home, that's going to feed your family, take care of your family, take care of your homestead, service you, because that's what it's doing. It's servicing you. It's working for you. Make sure you do your homework and make sure that the product you're purchasing is worth the money, and make sure that it's worth the time that you're going to be using it, and make sure it has a warranty, and check how good they are at honoring that warranty, and look at the reviews of people who have owned the item and used the item, preferably daily, and their honest opinion. And so that's my opinion. And that's my advice for you. Because we do work hard for our money and we don't want to waste it by buying something that's not going to meet our needs, or something that is inferior, and you can get another product. In the case of the Samson dehydrator, you can get a superior product for a lower price. So, and again, that's my opinion, because that is my opinion. The Samson is much better than the Excalibur, having never owned an Excalibur, but just doing the product comparison. So yeah, do your homework. It's worth the time investment to make sure that you're not wasting your money or wasting your resources. And it's part of being a good steward of your resources, because we're told to be good stewards, right? But we often don't put that stewardship toward our money, toward our time, and we need to be good stewards of our time and our money as well, not just the land. we should be good stewards of everything in our life. I'm going to end this video now. Yahuah bless you and keep you and give you shalom. Until next time, Yah bless.